Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, you're watching Booked on Charity, and in today's video I'll be trying to figure out what my May TBR is going to be. I have the stack right here next to me, and I've decided that I am going to read a chapter of each book to try and figure out what I'm in the mood for, because that's essentially the problem. I actually don't know what I want to read except for the book that I'm currently reading, so I'm like completely blank. So I've picked out some books that I had already started and are on my currently reading list, and I'm trying to like clean up that list now. And I've got other books that I have not started yet, but I'm thinking maybe I might want to read them. So yeah, let's get into this video. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and leave me a comment down below of what you are reading for the month of May. So I'm gonna start with the books that I know for sure. Okay, there's only one book that I know for sure I'm reading because that's my current read, and that is SCRIBD by Raven Kennedy. It is the first book in the Plated Prisoner series. I am currently on page 190, so that's as far as I go. That's as far as I've gone. I'm about halfway, and it reads fairly quickly if I actually have the time to sit down and read it, which has been my issue in the past 2 months actually when it comes to reading. So yeah, this one I'm definitely reading. The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, which is book 1 of the Mistborn series, I am also reading. So I feel like I'll probably go back to this one as soon as I'm done with Guild. So these two are a definite read for me for the month of May. So now I'm gonna try and work this pile out so that I can maybe come out with 6 books from there, because my target is to select 8 books this month. It is already the 7th of May and yeah, I don't know if I'll finish all 8, but let's see. I want to pick books that are actually exciting to me, that could get me back into a faster reading rhythm so that I can get back on track with regards to my reading goals. Okay, so this, you guys, is a stack that we are working from. Some of the books I had already had open, so I'm not going to be reading the first chapter of it, but I am considering it, and I will like use the process of elimination as I go. So the first one I got is The Castle of Tangled Magic, and this is by Sophie Anderson. This is a middle grade book about a 13-year-old girl named Olia who lives in this castle that has maybe magical properties to it. Her grandmother can actually see magical spirits, and she's told that there is magic trapped in one of the domes of this castle, and she needs to release that magic, because if she doesn't, it will destroy everything. So that's what's happening in this book. I got to page 88, and I feel like I might want to finish this book in May, because now I have way too many books that I have open. And then I've got Loath to Love You by Eddie Hazelwood. I read the synopsis of this yesterday when I was doing my book haul, and I actually want to read this. I like that it is a novella with 3 short stories, so there's 3 short stories in here, and I can literally read one story probably in a sitting and then put it down and then come back later for it. So Ellie Hazelwood is being added to the list. And then I've got Legendborn by Tracy Dion, which I've heard really amazing things about. So let's see how long this prologue is. I'm gonna read the prologue and then we'll see what I think. Okay, so I just read the prologue of Legend Born, and it literally just talks about the death of the main character's mother and how distraught she is currently feeling, and they're in hospital. But we don't really know anything else except for the mother's died and that she's applied to a university that her mother did not want her to go, and they had a fight the night before, and she didn't get to speak to her mother since. So it doesn't really tell me a lot, but the writing is very easy to read. This was very quick for me to read the 3 pages for the prologue, so I'm gonna keep it as a maybe. Next I've got Black and Female by Tsitsi Dangareka, and I feel like, is this a collection of short stories? I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. There's an introduction, writing more Black and Female, Black Female and the Superwoman, Black Feminist, Decolonization as Revolutionary Imagining, and there's notes and then acknowledgement. So this one has a lot of pages. Because this is such a short book, and there's also an audiobook of it available on SCRIBD, I feel like I want to keep this as a maybe. I'm gonna keep this on the maybe pile. I've got 2 piles going here. And then I've got this book, Kills, and this is by Ravina Garan. I wanted a selection of a thriller because I feel like I cannot go a month now without reading some form of a thriller. But yeah, I'm gonna read this first chapter, and then not the first chapter. Okay, maybe I could do the first chapter. Let's see. Okay, this one definitely going into the to read pile because it sounds so fantastic, and the writing style, I love it. It's very easy to read. It is very humorous as well. I like the main character's voice, Jess. I'm picking this one up really recently. And then I had also pulled out the Mime Order by Samantha Shannon, which is book 2 of the Bone Season. But now that I have it in my hand, I'm like, am I ready? Do I even remember what happened in book 1, the Bone Season? I feel like I need to go back. So I'm gonna put this down as for definitely not reading right now, but later, because I feel like I need more prep work. And then I've got Artemis because I was like, I feel like I need a sci-fi, but now I'm just like, I don't know. How many books do I have? I've got 4 definites and 3 maybes. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put this one down. I feel like I'm not ready yet for it. So I'm gonna put this down. And then I've got Only a Monster, and this is by Vanessa Lynn. Let's see what this one's got for me. This one has a prologue. Okay, it's not that long of a prologue, so let's see what it has to offer. Okay. So the prologue, we hear from Joanne and her grandmother, and her grandmother is telling her that they are monsters, but Joanne seems to be quite young, and to her it's like, monsters are the bad guys that I see in my cartoons, you know, we are not monsters, but I feel like there is more of a meaning of that in the book, and I feel like I want to read this. I feel like I want to read this one. I'm gonna put it into the maybe pile. Oh, and then I've got The Cloisters by Katie Hayes. Also has a prologue. Let's see. Okay, this prologue is pretty short. It's only 2 pages long. Okay. This one is going into the maybe pile. It's not making me feel immediately excited to read it. So actually maybe it must go to the no pile for now. It doesn't mean that I would never read it. It just means that I'm not ready for it right now. And then I've got Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. And let's see what you got. They've written so many books. I did not know that. This is book 1 in a series I do not know the name of yet. So, oh, it has a stunning map inside. I love maps. Love, love, love. Okay, this one has a lot of pages. I feel like I'm gonna read the first page because this seems like somewhat of a prologue and it's too much. So it starts 7 years ago in Lancashire, England. I'm not gonna read all of this because it's a lot, but I feel like it's intriguing enough to add to the maybe pile. And then I've got Black Candle Women by Diane Marie Brown. Let's see what you got for me. Everybody's got a prologue. 1.5 pages. Great. Okay, so I read the synopsis of this yesterday, so I know what it's about. I haven't read a witch book in quite some time, so maybe pile. Maybe pile. Almost there.
Daddy woke up very late.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Why? I ate breakfast. Then first I brushed my teeth, then I ate breakfast. Just 2 times, and then I became.
Okay. I also have the Atlas Paradox. I absolutely loved the Atlas 6 and I've been holding on to this for many TBRs. However, I told myself that I need to read the last chapter of the Atlas 6 before I get into this one. So I'm going to add it. I feel like I want to add it to my pile. And then finally, I've got Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zavin. I started this one, absolutely loved it. It is a little bit on the emotional side, so I want to add it, but I feel like when I feel strong emotionally, then I will read it. I finished part 1. I got very teary at the end of it, but it was beautiful. And obviously I want to continue with it, but I feel like I need to be emotionally ready to read the story because I think it's a beautiful but a very heartbreaking one. So I'm gonna put it as a yes, but depending on the mood. So this is definitely going into the pile. Olivia Blake is going into the pile, and then I've got these 4 as well. I've got this book Kills. I've got Loath to Love You because it's short stories. I've got The Final Empire because I'm still trying to finish it, and I've got Guild because I am gonna finish it hopefully in the next few days. So I've got 6 books with me. Essentially I should be picking only 2 from this pile, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like I wanna finish this middle grade so that I can be able to pick another middle grade in the new month, because I'm trying to read 1 month. So I'm gonna add the Castle of Tangled Magic. I've already started with this one. And then both of these tackle Arthurian legend in some form, so I don't know if it's a good idea to read both of them, or whether it matters at all, but I feel like I want to read this one because it has more of a heist kind of story, or there's thieves involved, and it reads pretty easy. So I think I want to add this one here. Because tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow is a placeholder depending on my mood, I thinking of actually adding Only a Monster, because I like the little prologue that I read between Joanne and her grandmother, and I'm really interested to see where the story is gonna go. So I'm gonna officially add this to the pile. So I've got my 8 books plus the tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, and this is the current stack. So yeah, this is my TBR for May. I'm looking forward to it. There's a bunch of fantasy books which speaks to my soul, and then I've got a romance to palate cleanse, and a thriller that I'm really excited for. I think it's gonna be amazing, and a middle grade. But yeah, that is the books that I am planning to get to in the month of May. Please let me know down below which books you are planning to read in May. Have you read any of these books on my TBR, or do you think that maybe I should have picked the other books that I've put down? Let me know in the comments down below. There's always time to change our minds. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a video. I'm really trying to get back into the rhythm of things. I'm trying to get more on a consistent path, so bear with me, and thank you for watching and supporting this channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.